I think that we are ready. It's the Great Pitch Contest happening today. Welcome everybody. We have here our judges, Christian Kumar from Capital Kinetics. We have here Matt Kurleto from Neoteric and Karolina Wojtas from ICOS Capital. First startup is ready. This competition is very rapid. If we have some time in between, I'll talk more. But right now, I give it away to Delivry, our first startup of the day.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to see you today and to have an opportunity to say you something about Delivry. Where we are on the transportation market, road freight. The biggest market in Europe is Polish. It's Poland, which represents more or less 25% of whole business. This business is made by people, and Delivry is all about the people. The technology is there, but the people is the main focus here, and the drivers, which are more or less 500,000 active drivers on Polish markets. But the challenges are here as well. Market is very big, a lot of parties on this market. Most of them are very small ones. So the small carriers, few drivers grouped under one umbrella. And there is a big, the driver is a big decision maker on this market. And what we are facing right now is a lack of driver capacity. Right now we have a gap, circle about 100,000 drivers versus requirements. This is in reference to the report from PricewaterhouseCoopers. And the trend will grow because up to 2022, we can encounter even 200,000 gap looking on the vacancies on the drivers. And who has the problem because of this driver capacity decrease? The biggest problem has producers, has shippers who need to face with the problem that their product do not reach the market receiver because there is no driver who is able to deliver. Sales is not executed, punishments, business is not growing. Looking on a big company like I have expertise which delivers more or less 100,000 shipments orders yearly. Gap having 5% not executed orders can cost more or less 2.5 up to 5 million euros in FMCG industry. So we know that the biggest issue is on the shippers' side. So what is the solution? Solution is the platform which allows to bring drivers closer to the shippers, to allow them develop these people, but to allow them reward and recognize when they are working properly. But not only shippers are the beneficient of the platform, because we are starting, and the biggest focus is on the driver. Delivry is the place when you can find a driver, but in totally different way that in a situation when you have on the spot market. So drivers are here, and the drivers are the biggest value of the platform.
Super. It's time for the questions now. Judges, please take your microphones, and it's your time now. You have 4 minutes to ask questions.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. So how about competition? Because this market is pretty crowded. You have many competitors, not only in Poland. So what are your competitive advantages?
In fact, we do not have competition. We do not have direct competition in Poland. We do not have direct competition in the world because we are not a sport market. We are not telematics. There are plenty of this kind of solutions. We are a loyalty program. We are the program when driver can collect points by his appearance. So he's collecting points because he's available. He can collect points when a shipper require to have additional drivers in his peak sales, and because he's available, he's collecting the points. Then he can these points transfer to some cash premiums or some other benefits.
I think the question was, what's your competitive advantage? Not what
Yes.
do you have? So if you could answer that, because that was also my question. How are you? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, also including indirect competitors, so the whole
Yes.
market, like why we should use you.
Yes. Indirect competition is a loyalty program or the program, incentive program you can make on your own. And this is exactly what I did when I was a transport manager working for a big corporation. So I spent a lot of money, I put a lot of effort to build whole environment and develop some incentive program for drivers. Joining the Delivry, you have benefits right now. You buy subscription plan, and you have access to the database, you can communicate, you can build relation with drivers immediately, without big project, without a lot of money, and with very small subscription plan, because our business model is to earn on the small margin or the surcharge when these points collected are exchanged to the money. So when we have the bigger scale of customer, then we have the surcharge. But there is no big step for the shipper to join the program. He's right now, and he can access to the drivers. Right now, he has more or less 2,000 drivers already registered. So a lot of a big database which can fill up the gap which shipper currently have.
How many drivers are using it right now?
2,200 drivers are right now in our database, but we are still...
No, I was asking how many are using the solution, not how many you have in your database. How many are actually collecting the points? How many are actually getting the instant benefits?
Yeah, we have started last month, so this is quite a fresh market introduction. So we are focusing right now on registering the drivers. We are building base, and we are reach more than 2,000 drivers registered. We have founded a contest to encounter them, to use application, to be there. But this is not the biggest value for us to have.
So those 2,000 drivers, they have your app and they are using it?
Yes, but if you look, what does it mean that they are using it? This is the medium to communicate with them. So we are inviting shippers. These shippers place orders, gives them some premiums. So the main usage of the app is to transfer the premium to the cash. So right now we are in the moment when we are fighting for shippers to join.
Time is up. I'm really sorry. I need to stop you here. Thank you very much. Please, thank you. Wow. Oh, it makes a difference when we're on site.